So our next step is to begin construction of the bunny's body. So we'll align the body front and the body back pieces with wrong sides together. So the tail and the tummy should be visible to you. And you can take your safety pins and just attach those two pieces together, just as shown. And then when you get started, you're gonna start with a whip stitch around the outer edge, and you'll start about 1/2 inch above the point where the leg and the torso meet. It's important to start right at that place for this part of the project, because we're going to leave an opening for the stuffing. So just start right in that spot and you'll begin the whip stitch. You'll notice that I began with the knot between the two pieces of fabric so that I'm hiding my knot. We'll just take our thread and create a whip stitch all the way around the outer edge. You can see I'm using the provided guideline to see how deeply I should place my stitches. Also, if you notice, if I stick my needle right in the spot between those stitches, my whip stitch will be pretty perfectly even. Sometimes the most challenging part of learning the whip stitch is really just figuring out the correct spacing. And so I find that it's really helpful for beginners especially to have those guidelines. Sewing doesn't have to be perfect, but it is nice to have a little bit of help. And the more precise we can be, the more sturdy our finished piece will be. That can be important with a toy, especially. So I'm just going to put that aside. I've already finished going just about all of the way around the outer edge with a whip stitch. So you can see I started at that spot and I'm working my way all the way around, all the way around, all the way around. Whip stitch all the way around the outer edge. Now I'm going to show you, I had to change my thread. I ran out. And so I'm going to show you how to begin again. So you notice I'm putting the knot right between the two pieces of fabric and right into that last stitch. I'm just going to go back over that last stitch. So it's hiding really well. It just goes right over that last stitch. And then I'll just pick up from there and keep going around. So if you have to get some more thread to work with, if you run out of thread, you tie an ending knot that goes between the fabric. I do have a video, instructional video of how to end the whip stitch. And then that's how you get started again. You always want to hide those knots between the fabric as much as possible. And I'm just going to take it around and finish sewing the whip stitch until I reach about a 1/2 inch below the bunny's arm. So I'll go around the bunny's little armpit and then down the body just a little ways. And then I'm going to leave an opening in the bunny's side so that we can fill the bunny with stuffing. So you'll notice in that corner, I'm going right into that corner. And then I'm going right into the next stitch. So you see how neatly that makes the corner come out. They're all kind of just falling into the little armpit there, those 3 stitches. So I'll take it around the edge and we'll keep stitching for just about a half an inch down. We're just trying to create a sturdy place to end. So now when I finish, I'm going to go and finish that one last stitch. I'm going to go through the loop I created a little loop at the top. I'm going to go through it twice. Then I'm going to go back and make another stitch right through that same one, leave a loop, go once, twice through to make my knot. And then I will hide my tail by pushing that tail right there through so that it comes out in the body of the bunny. And that just hides the tail of that knot down into the body so that it's not sticking out the edge of the bunny. And there you have it. That's how we run the whip stitch all the way around the outer edge of the body. And you can see I've left an opening so that we can fill the bunny with stuffing. So that part will leave open. And you're finished.